there's no easy. There's only difficult. But he's like, pick your difficult. And here's an example. Waking up every day, going to the gym early, being consistent, being disciplined is difficult, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You know what else is difficult? Having diabetes, being 50 pounds overweight, having bad health. Both difficult,
Right.
but you got to pick your difficult.
I like that.
So when people realize in life that there is no easy life, and we always said this before, don't look at anybody else's life and think it's better than yours, right? We're a big believer in that.
Love yours.
Love yours. But here's the reality. God gives us a choice to pick our difficult. And I think that's what people get misconstrued a little bit is it's difficult both ways, but pick your difficult. And I rather pick the difficult of being disciplined, waking up early, having a routine.
Men, obviously, when they start to get older, and women, it's just obviously how it works, is things change. And I think a lot of men struggle with whether it's testosterone issues, whether it's things that come up that you may not even know. And some guys, they get so busy that, they haven't even been to the doctor in years of like just getting a blood panel. Which,
Absolutely.
And you should. And it goes hand in hand with your health overall, cholesterol, blood pressure, all these things. Like you're doing all these things to provide for your family, just like you said, whether you have kids, a wife, whatever it is, but are you taking care of yourself? Are you going to even make it to 60,
to enjoy what you built?
To enjoy what you built.
Absolutely.
And that's a big part of it. And I think people are just so stuck in, tomorrow and what they can, to get that pay grade, to get this, to get that. It's like focus on right now because you're never going to be 40 again.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's such a big thing. So I love that you're going to do that too, because I think that's really important.
You know what the beautiful thing about fitness is? There's no end goal. There's no finish line. It's like a revolving door of improving yourself, of getting better every single day. One of the best sayings I ever heard was from Coach Gruden, when I had the privilege of playing for him in the NFL, one of the best coaches I ever played for. And he had this saying, and I kind of applied it to life, but he used to talk about practice with it. He had a saying, he said, every single day you show up, you're either getting better or you're getting worse. There's no such thing as staying the same. And I think that really resonated with me in life. Every single day I wake up, if I'm not getting better, I'm getting worse. So when you get into your fitness journey, when you make the decision to get after it, it's an everyday fight. It's an everyday grind, and enjoy the process and don't compare yourself to anybody else and be you versus you.
Physical and mental health go hand in hand. If you are in the best physical shape you could be in, if you're dedicated to your craft, if you're working out 4 or 5 days a week, you're getting to recovery, you're eating correctly, that will allow your mental to free up and be more confident as a man and be more, even if you do go through something, I feel like it helps you through that process. And that's kind of like what I've learned from my mistakes, right? And I've been through, and we'll talk about it even some more. Like people think like, oh, being in the best shape of your life just gives you success. No, actually, the staple, here's a kicker for me. I think physical, mental health has helped me the most through my failures, through my biggest disappointments in life, through the toughest times in my life, because it saved me from going down the wrong path, right? Like, I mean, for instance, first story, second round draft pick, right? I got a jersey sales in Tampa. They put me on the stadium, the banner. I had all these expectations. I had the GM call me, pull me in the office, say, we want you to be the face of the defense. So I'm riding cloud nine. I'm 24 years old. 6 months later, we're the worst team in the NFL, and they turn their back on me, and I'm 24. I don't know how to deal with it. Now I'm at the bottom of the bottom, right? And I asked for a trade. 3 or 4 years later, I'm out of the NFL after a 6-year career, and I could have very easily went down the wrong path. I could have
all the pressure.
I could have easily went down depression. I could have went, hanging out with the wrong group of friends. I could have went into depression. Could have turned to drugs. But you know what I turned to? Being in the best shape of my life. I was going to the gym twice a day during that era because I was so mentally depressed and unhappy that I said, you know what? I'm still going to be the hardest working guy in the room. I'm still going to be the hardest working guy in the gym. And for me, that turned my mindset into focusing on becoming a better person, which gave me an opportunity to be a professional athlete in another industry with WWE. So It all goes hand in hand when I talk about lifestyle with a physical and mental approach to life.
Thing I want to chat about, babe, because we've been talking about it and we find it kind of interesting and funny. But some of these trending fitness hacks.
Oh my goodness!
What is the one where the guy's dumping
man.
his face in the ice cold water?
Listen, first of all, kudos to him because he put out something so stupid in my opinion.
Smart though.
And so ignorant that he got so many views and so many people trolling him. So now they're talking about him, which is cool. Good
great.
for him. Congratulations, buddy. But like dunking your face in a bucket of water with some ice cubes in it
Have you
and
seen
some
this,
like
Ben?
Saratoga water he's using.
Wait,
Like explain
what?
explain this to me, man.
No, that makes so much sense that you guys are. I was so confused at what I keep seeing.
I don't even know what
people-
he's doing.
Like,
now more people are doing it too.
yeah, they're doing a trend. It's a
But
trend.
they're making fun of him
They're
though,
making
too.
Making
fun
fun of him.
yeah.
But-
It's like 5:17 a.m. Wake
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5:16 a.m.
He
Dunk face.
put up a video that this dude is jumping into a pool. It's like 8:36,
Yes,
and then he
yes.
hits the water at 8:40. It's like
Yeah,
you
you're like,
hovered for
wait.
4 minutes.
Yeah, I saw that
But
too.
Logan Paul's video was
Logan
funny that
Paul
you
today
showed me.
actually just came out today, which will be when this thing airs. Probably 10 days ago, 8 days ago. But that being said, you know what I don't like. What these people are doing, though, and I'm going to call them all out right now. Supposedly he's a fitness coach, a fitness online coach, right? He's saying he wakes up at 3:45 in the morning or 4 a.m. Okay, brother, let me tell you something right now. First of all, you're lying. I'm going to tell you why you're lying. If you are a fitness coach and you believe in your fitness, you better be in bed at 8 o'clock. Because if you're waking up at 4,
He
right?
may be going to bed at 8.
I don't think he's going to bed at 8 o'clock. That's the problem. All right, if you're going to bed at 8 o'clock, good for you. Kudos. Wake up at 4. But like, what this social media is doing a little bit too much for me.
You go to bed
is-
at 9.
I go to bed at 9. I ain't gonna lie.
Had to
But I
throw
wake
that
up
in
at
there.
6:30. I don't fucking say I wake up at 4, right? But at the end of the day, it's like you're making the average American, or even just the 99th percentile of the population, almost think like they're a loser or they're a failure because they're not waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, it's
or,
a bit much.
Or 3:45 in the morning. You're like, bro, how about you just wake up at 1 o'clock in the morning then? Like if you're gonna, so like these people are trying to perceive that they're so far advanced. But they're not, because if you're a fitness coach or you're in the fitness world or you want to care about your body, you need 7 to 8 hours of sleep a night.
Yeah,
okay?
you don't recover
Yeah,
without
you-
sleep.
So don't tell me you want to help people become in better shape, but tell me you wake up at 4 in the morning. Unless you're telling them you will go to bed at 8 o'clock at night. And I think that's the misconception right now that is getting a little out of hand, right? They're using these fairy tale lies and like dunking your head in water of like, but here's the best thing. You want to dunk your head in water and some ice? Cool. Why are you using Saratoga?
Yeah, like why are you
Like, why are you using a
Saratoga
$5
water?
bottle of water, bro? Like I know, okay, you got money, you show your Rolls Royce, cool, that's cool. But like, not the average person's gonna waste a $5 bottle of
You're
water.
gonna blow through your money pretty fast if you going through
But-
Saratoga
I like to
water.
drink it. I
But-
mean, that's like the best one.
Thing is, you gotta be these people gotta be careful out here, man. With like I understand they're trying to get clicks and all that stuff, and good for them. And they got 8 million followers, happy for that. But make sure you tell the truth. Like, tell the truth, man. Like, tell the truth. What time are you really waking up? Okay. Like, I was telling her I want to do my morning routine. Like, and I'm not saying anybody special, but I work my butt off. I'm 41. I
but
feel like I'm in
maybe
great
his
shape.
whole thing
but I want to
was-
show you my morning routine.
I was gonna say
but-
I'm interested in
Yeah,
it.
I
Like
want to-
I'm interested.
Men over 40 really got to listen up on this video, especially us. I hear it all the time. People say, oh, I'm too old. My body hurts when I get out of bed. No. The biggest misconception of fitness is you can't train like you're 20 in your 30s, and you can't train like you're 30 in your 40s. It's just the reality of it. It changes. But that doesn't mean you can't be in the best shape of your life, because I'm going to be completely transparent with you. I'm 41 years old, and I am the strongest I've ever been. Even when I started in NFL, even when I was in WWE, because I understand my body. I understand what lifts I can and cannot do. So stop, especially men over 40. You can be in your prime. You can be in strongest you've ever been. You can be in the best shape of your life. Just understand your body. If you have a bad knee, a bad back, a bad shoulder, adjust your workouts accordingly. But the excuse of you getting too old is absolute. So if you're struggling with that aspect of it, really study what you can and can't do and pay attention to your body when you do the lifts.
Got localized IV in the back of my neck. So I've spoke about this on the podcast, and I've been doing a lot of chiropractic work and all these crazy things he's got me doing, head weighting and Pedabon thingy and all this stuff. You guys would actually look at me and laugh.
you have a good protocol.
Yeah, I have a protocol. I started in like January of this year when we got back from New York, and I've been doing it for the last, 5 months, whatever that's been, or 6 months. So, I have this head weighting thing, because basically I have degeneration in my C6,
Which
C7,
we all do.
C8, which, we all, well, yeah, a lot of us do. But, fun fact, a lot of us wrestlers, as you guys have seen, a lot of WWE wrestlers have gone to the clinic, and that was another reason why I felt more comfortable of going after seeing a lot of these people and talking to some people, because they deal with the same pain I have dealt with. So I get like a lot of numbness in my hands, and so I've been working on that. But I got the localized in my neck. I also got localized in my left knee because of that little skiing
Accident.
thingy I went through. I don't know. I think I have like more little tendonitis going on because it's very random. And I also got the IV. What did I get? Like 100 million, I think.
100 million IV.
100 million IV. And
Full body
then
IV, yeah.
full body, yep. And then I got the facial. It's called facial stem.
It's called a stem cell facial.
Stem cell
Yep.
facial. Okay, I don't want to mess it up. Stem cell facial, which I'm peeling a little bit. I don't know if you guys could see, but I actually didn't peel all week. Remember after
Yeah.
it? Which funny story.
Your face looked the best.
My face didn't even
And
look
now
like
we got
it
the real.
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone was
That's
walking
karma.
around so jealous
Yeah,
of Mandy. Like,
that's karma.
she's
Mike
like,
was
yep.
Me and
Mike
Mike
was
were bad.
bad.
Me and Mike were bad.
Sabby was almost just as bad. Mike was the worst for sure. And then me and Mona and I weren't as bad, but I didn't look like I had anything. But immediately I saw results from my face right away. It was crazy. So, and it's like a microneedling process for those, that know that out there. So, and it nothing really hurt too bad. I mean, I think I was more scared of the anticipation. I'm usually a little like nervous of needles, but then if I don't look, so that's another thing to kind of tell, our followers out there that everyone thinks, if they're a little nervous, it's so fast and you're treated so well from the moment you get off the plane and the convenience of it too, which you had just stated as well. I think that's a big part of, why you guys are amazing. And it's only in Cancun. It's not a very, far plane ride for us
No,
from
it's not.
Florida.
For me, I'm a big believer. I always preached about forming a lifestyle around your gym regimen that will enhance your chances to be successful. Like for me, it's not about just working out 30 minutes a day or 45 minutes a day. It's about creating good habits, being disciplined, being consistent, and having a morning routine, a nighttime routine, and creating structure around your life that will inhibit you to be a better man or a woman. But at this point, I think my demographic, I'm going after like men over 40 because I think I see a lot of men in that age struggling mentally and physically. And I think for me personally, it's an age that is very visible, is where you can tell if someone takes care of themselves and someone doesn't. And I think that's the reality of a lot of men in their 40s. They either been chasing wealth and creating financial freedom for them or their family, but they've neglected themselves. Or you have men in their 40s that just went through a fresh divorce, unhappy, anxiety, depression, and they need to look in the mirror and understand that they let themselves go and they lost the sight of who they were in their 20s or in their 30s physically.
And it's okay. I think
It's definitely
that's
okay.
definitely a thing too.
And I think it happens to everybody.
Yeah, I think there's even, let yourself go, or even just like you went down a path of like, you forgot that your health is such a priority to yourself. So I feel like it's okay to go down that path of like, okay, recognize it, understand it, take accountability. Don't look at it like you've, been a bad person, like, move on from it and don't look back, move forward. What can I do now to help, get off this train of like bad habits or toxic relationships or toxic people, and surround yourself around good people that are motivating and inspiring and help you and want you to do better in everything, not just in a career, in life. Like that's what you kind of preach all about. So I think that's okay. And I think a lot of people face that at some point in their life.
Be that man that the younger version of you would look up to. Be the man that your kids can look up to. Be the man that you're proud of for your family, for your wife, for your mother, for your father, for your friends. Be that man. Seriously, why wouldn't you be that man? Set an example. Be around people that are better than you, but be that guy that sets the example. Why not be that guy? Or that woman? What's holding you back? Fucking excuses. And the reality is, those are just excuses. So today, start, create a lifestyle, get a structure, be disciplined, and sign that contract for yourself. And be the man that you can look up to.
If you're chasing wealth and neglecting your health, you're going to be broke in two aspects. And I was
a good
like,
one.
wow. And I actually dove into that. And I said, I want to know what that means, right? And think about this, though. I'm going to say it again. If you're chasing wealth and you neglecting your health, you're gonna be broke twice. And this is why. First, you'll be broke because your body will be broken down, you'll be unhealthy. Second, you have to understand that your body is the driving force. Your health is the driving force to create wealth. So once you lose your health, you lose your energy, you lose your motivation, you lose your discipline, you lose your habits, because now all your energy's flipped to something else.
For sure.
Which is going to be, you're going to lose the money you're chasing, right? So for me, when I heard that saying, I was like,
like
wow,
that.
like
That's a good one.
That's a good one. Like, chasing wealth, neglecting health. And I even said that too. It's like, then also you talk about, okay, you have a couple bucks in the bank, but what is having a couple bucks in the bank when you have diabetes, high blood pressure, bad cholesterol?
Right.
I mean, what is the worth of the money,
No,
right?
it's not.
So that's what I tell people all the time. And this is what I want to make these points when I talk to these people, is that your health is the driving force to any success in life, in my opinion. So for these men that want to get back in better shape physically and mentally, understand once you get that factor of your life in play, I think doors will open in your career, your job, your family life, your friendship life, maybe your relationship life.
Yeah.
And I think that's what I truly want to inspire and have people understand this. And what the beauty of this is too is like, this is our passion. We love this, right? I love this. And I want to have the ability to be able to impact men to create their own wealth.
Yeah.
And that's, for me, is something I'm passionate about at this point now.
Yeah, I
So,
love it.
I like to shut it down twice during the calendar year.
Yeah.
Once at Christmas, and then once, maybe 1 week in the summer.
Right.
And it worked out perfectly where we went on vacation. So no weights, no training. Yes, I did a couple little beach workouts. I did a circuit of 20 push-ups, 20 sit-ups, 20 body squats. I did like 5 to 8 sets of that. That was just to get the blood heart rate up. But that being said, I think it's important to have that balance, to be able to let go of your routine, let go of your structure. And I also think it's validated by being so consistent and working so hard, where you can take a week to yourself, kind of eat what you want. I had a cigar every day. I had more drinks than I would usually drink. But that's okay, right? It's a 1 week thing. And for me, we didn't go to McDonald's every day, but we weren't eating clean.
But we did have a couple Whoppers.
I had a Whopper. I'm going to say it on camera.
On the way home.
I had
Me
a
too.
Burger King Whopper on the drive home, and I got to say something right now. I don't remember the last time I had fast food, honestly.
You know what fitness is? A fitness is a mindset. It's a mindset that you're gonna do whatever it takes to get in the best physical shape. You're gonna sacrifice what you need to sacrifice. You're gonna be disciplined when you need to be disciplined. And all that creates a lifestyle. That's it. Stop trying to overthink this. Stop trying to get the perfect workout plan. Stop trying to get the perfect meal plan. Stop trying to get the perfect everything. There ain't no perfect. Sign a contract with yourself. Get a good eating regimen. Get a good workout regimen. Get a rest and recovery regimen. And stick to it. That's it. The only thing between you and that is excuses. So let's go.